Ladies and gentlemen, welcome inside the Peterborough Memorial Center for the 2025 Peterborough Pete's Maroon versus White game. The final day of Peterborough Pete's training camp before the 2025 preseason kicks off. Thank you for joining us. The boys are just warming up. We'll be ready and all warm in just a moment. We'll step aside. Just 30 seconds left on the clock until warm-ups will end, and we'll get ready for puck drop. We'll take you through the two rosters here. For Team Maroon, number 2, James Petrovsky. Number 3, Tanasi Marintet. Number 4, Caden Thatcher. Number 6, Marcus Salug. Number 7, Louis Sturgeon. Number 8, Matthew Perot. Number 10, Adam Levac. Number 11, Elijah Chavez. Number 12, Leon Kolaric. Number 14, Yanis Lutz. Number 15, Raiden Dockstader. Number 16, Caden McGregor. Number 17, Christian Giancola. Number 18, Francis Parrish. Number 19, Pacey Aduono. Number 20, Brant Ruyakers. Number 21, Matthew Crawford. Number 25, Jerry DiConzolo. Number 31, Dylan Lee Stack. And number 34, Mason Johnston. That is your roster for Team Maroon. For Team White, number 2, Nolan Davis. Number 3, Sean Short. Number 4, Callum Hartnell. Number 5, Kieran Rayner. Number 6, Graydon Strohack. Number 7, Gens Ula. Number 8, Liam Lads. Number 10, Brody Robertson. Number 11, Brody Partridge. Number 12, Johnny Brooks. Number 16, Joe Kadoran. Number 18, Sebastian Zeichel. Number 19, Caden Taylor. Number 20, Dylan Turcott. Number 21, Alexander Smith. Number 22, Matthew Soto. Number 27, Colin Fitzgerald. Number 28, Brennan Faulkner. And number 30, Easton Rye. As it looks like warm-ups are ending, two teams meeting together, deciding who's going to start. It looks like Fitzgerald might stay out there for Team White. They were kind of nodding at him. Let's see who he's on a line with to start this game. For Team Maroon, let's see who they decide here. I think if you're Maroon, you got to have McGregor out there to start, right? Just out of principle, and they won't. McGregor's heading to the bench. Caden Taylor still on the ice for Team White with, it looks like, Fitzgerald and Strohack still on the ice. Matthew Soto looks like he's staying out there. Strohack against Ula. Fitzgerald, Taylor, and Soto seem to be the starting five for Team White, with Easton Rye in the net. For Team Maroon, looks like Adam Levac is out there with, can't quite pick up the numbers here, 14 in Maroon. Deannis Lutz will be out there with Levac. And Francis Parrish on the D side of things, Petrovsky, and it looks like Perot. And starting goaltender for Team Maroon will be Mason Johnson. We're just about ready to go for this full 60-minute scrimmage. Refs point to either side, and we are underway on the corner of Locke and Lansdowne. Team White has control, elects to just dump it in off the stick of Ula. Johnson out to play it. Plays it near side to Petrovsky, plays it forward. Look for the stick of Parrish. Forward it comes, wanted Lutz. He just deflected into the offensive zone. Strohack back for Team White to play it. Strohack plays it forward, finds the stick of Taylor across the blue line, tries to chip it far side to Soto. Gets interrupted. Ula plays it down low. Soto after it, just misses. And it's picked up there by Parrish. Into the corner goes. Lutz has it forward to the blue line, not out. Levac with it now. Fitzgerald pressuring him. Middle of the blue line by Lutz. Kept in by Team White. Down it goes right into the glove of Johnston as it got deflected just to the left of him. And he'll elect to freeze the puck for a stoppage of play. A very interesting training camp. It seems like a very forward-heavy group this Peterborough Pete's team is. Could probably expect a lot of goals this season, which makes for some pretty exciting hockey from a fan's point of view. DiConzolo has it across the blue line. Drop pass, shot, stopped by Rye. Rebound, hops to Marin Tetnit, slides past him. Now on a breakaway. Brennan Faulkner shot out the post. Played to the near side, Partridge around back. Thatcher plays it far side. Has DiConzolo picked off. And Rayner has it in, and he'll dump it in for Faulkner. Thatcher and Faulkner in the corner. Faulkner wins that puck battle, still got it. Centering pass, finds Lads, his shot deflected high and wide. Played in the middle, Kolarek with it. He loses it off the stick of Faulkner, and Faulkner's back. He elects to play it to his defense players. Lads got it now, across the blue line. Lads, shot, saved easily with the left pad by Johnston. Puck scrum in the near corner. 4 or 5 players. Lads into the corner. No one's quite come up with it yet. Now Team Maroon, Marin Tet tried to chip it over the Thatcher, never quite reached him. Back to the point. Hartnell, his shot. Finds a stick in front. That was Johnny Brooks. Around back it goes. Now picked up on the stick of Alexander Smith. Played near side. Marin Tet hard on him. Into the corner it goes. Played out in front. Chance for Brooks. Shot stopped by Johnston. Had to be sharp on that one. An A+ opportunity right in the slot, but Johnston up to the challenge. Smith in the draw for Team White, and it is won by Smith. His opposition was Pacey Aduono. Giancola has it out the center and dumps it in. Giancola with Chavez and Aduono on this third line for Team Maroon. Chavez fires at the net, easy save by the left pad of Rye. Takes a bump on the far side and down hard. That was Christian Giancola who took that bump from behind, and we will have a penalty. Boarding is the call. And the first power play of the game goes to Team Maroon, as Nolan Davis heads to the box for Team White for 2 minutes. Face-off advantage Team Maroon, but they won it too cleanly, and out to center it comes. Back to play it is Petrovsky. Around back the net, stops up, surveying his options. Far side. Through center ice, puck takes a hop. It's picked up by Ula, and he goes off the glass and out. Faulkner gives it a little tap to get it all the way down the ice. Johnson has to come out to play it. Now it's Levac. Levac out there with Perot. And Leet is out there as well. Sorry, Lutz is out there. Lutz right to the net. Rebound. Saved by Rye. And he'll cover it up as he made a nice save with that right pad. Yanis Lutz with the first real dangerous opportunity for Team Maroon. But this game remains at goose eggs. 16:49 remaining in period number 1. Fitzgerald out there, the face-off against Cade McGregor. Face-off one, it was kind of a tie, but advantage Team White. And they'll dump it all the way down the ice to kill another couple seconds off the clock. Soto's the first man on it. Near side wall, likes to play it back to his own man in the defensive zone. As our camera just went out, it looks like. Just give us 1 second, see if we can fix this problem. So we think the camera died. We'll get that battery figured out. I'll just talk over the game for now. Team White's got it in their own defensive end. They dump it all the way down the ice. 22 seconds remains on the Team Maroon power play. And Marin Tet back in his own end. Trying to get something going for Team Maroon in the final 13 seconds of their man advantage. Puck scrum in front of the Team Maroon bench. No advantage yet. 5 men directly in front of the far bench. Now Team Maroon comes up with it. Played forward and dumped in by Deacon Zolo. Or pardon me, that was Brent Ruyackers. Puck scrum still in the corner. Turcotte back to play it for Team White. Plays it far side, not out. Thatcher, now it's out. And now it's a partial 2-on-1. Crawford did a good job getting back. Strohack had it, lost it at the blue line. As we're still trying to find a charger for our camera so we can turn that back on. Far side, Hartnell's shot just missed wide. Thatcher's back to play it. Had to be sharp, but no save made.
Should be right there.
And we apologize for the technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen. We got it all figured out. Camera is back. Team White now leads at a score of 1-0, scored by Matthew Soto. Zeichel has it across the blue line, turns it over. Aduono wanted Sturgeon, who wanted a change. Team Maroon's got it back in their own end. It was played forward by Petrovsky. Turned over in the middle. Brody Robertson with a good stick. Robertson still with it. Plays it back to the point. Shot by short. Rebound is there. Saved by Mason Johnston. Puck played in the middle. Petrovsky's got it, and he'll just skate it out for Team Maroon. Chips it over to, he wanted Aduono. It was out of his reach. Comes forward for Taylor. Taylor and Fitzgerald going to the net. Taylor, shot, rebound again. Johnston makes the save. 10:50 remaining in period number 1. Johnston definitely been the busier of the two goalies so far in this one. Rye's only had to make very few saves, maybe 3 or 4. One being a very dangerous chance off the stick of Yanis Lutz on the power play. But so far, nothing has beat Rye. One so far has beat Johnson. Fitzgerald against Levac in the draw. Advantage Team White. Lads with a shot. Deflected off the skate of Lutz. Into the corner it goes. Off a blocker saved by Johnston. Soto picks it up. Into the corner it goes. 5-man puck scrum now in the far corner. Played back to Taylor in the half wall. Taylor across to Lads. Lads takes a shot, deflected off Lutz, out to center it comes. Lads had to be quick as Levac was streaking with pressure. And they'll just dump it in and go for a change. Petrovsky with it now, pressured by Soto in the corner. He's got help from Parrish and his defense partner. Petrovsky plays it forward. And now to Lutz in the middle. Across the blue line he comes. He's got Parrish with the Lutz with a shot saved by Rye. No rebound. 10:03 remaining in period number 1. No shortage of offensive talent for the Peterborough Petes this season. Trading for Soto in the offseason. Obviously drafting Caden McGregor. Already having guys like Taylor and Fitzgerald from last year, among others. This Pete's team is a force to be reckoned with so far. Or it looks like they will so far. Out to center it goes. Fedorin chips it past Marin Tet. Couldn't get past Thatcher. Half falling out. Kolarek finds his man on the far side. That was McGregor. Drop pass. Found DiConzolo. There's a chance for McGregor as he looks to the skies. He shot it just wide, and a weak shot from the half wall from Thatcher. Easily saved by Rye. And McGregor looks straight up to the ceiling of the PMC. He couldn't believe he didn't bury that to tie the game. Face-off coming to the left of Easton Rye. Crawford out there with Dox, Tater, and Muriakers for Team Maroon. It looks like Smith with Brooks. And who else is out there for Team White? It's Kadorin. Across the blue line it comes. Thatcher played it forward. The stick of Strohak plays over Kadorin. Takes a funny hop, and Dox Tater had it across the blue line as the referees whistle the play dead. Offside is the call. 9:15 remaining in a fairly eventful period number 1 that we haven't been able to show you all of because of some technical difficulties. But up to this point, it is just a 1-0 Team White game. 9:15 remaining in period number 1. Rayner plays it back for Strohak. Forward it went to Ula, who will just dump it in and around. The Vermont commit. Played around back the net. Sturgeon picks it up for Team Maroon. Turned over. Chance for Team White in the middle. Shot stopped by Johnson. The rebound is there. Another save. Puck comes loose to his right. Strohak trying to get it out. Took it from the top. Pardon me, that was Sturgeon, not Strohak. Half wall puck battle. Comes back. Takes a shot. Deflected in front. Now to the right of Johnston. Puck still in dangerous territory for Team Maroon. Ula's got it again. Shot missed wide. Faulkner one-timer. Takes a deflection. Hit the net. Puck played around back, and there's a penalty. As Kieran Rayner got taken down behind the net, I believe it's Marcus Slug heading to the penalty box. We'll see what the call is. Yes, it is Marcus Salug. And boarding is the call. Interesting. It didn't look like he hit him that hard into the boards. It was just kind of an awkward play in behind the net, but boarding nonetheless. And Team White has their first opportunity on the power play to try to extend their lead to 2. Fitzgerald in the draw against Adam Levac. Advantage Team Maroon. And Perot will fire it all the way down the ice. Rye in behind his own net to play it. Levac out there with Parrish, Perot, and Petrovsky for the Team Maroon penalty kill. Soto with Ula. There's Soto, the goal scorer earlier on. Back to the point to Strohak. There's Gens Ula. Ula cross seam pass. Finds his man, it's Fitzgerald. Plays it to Strohak, one-timer. Just misses high. Rebound came to Fitzgerald, but it got chipped past him by Levac, and Strohak will fire it up to Ula. Just hops over his stick. Soto and Fitzgerald firing after it. Finds Taylor, and he loses that puck battle from Levac, and puck goes all the way down the ice to the left of Easton Rye. Team White reloads. Taylor with it, a bump in the middle of the ice. Awkward hit was taken, but Taylor's got it across the blue line. Drops for Fitzgerald, but he gives it right back. Little give and go. Taylor's got it again. Drops for Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald's shot takes a deflection in front. Misses to the left of the net. Ula plays it around back. Now back to the point to Strohak. Strohak has Ula. Wanted the one-timer. It hit his skate. Taylor's got it. Back to the point it goes Strohak. Has Taylor. His shot, it was a fake shot. It was a pass in front, deflected wide. Fitzgerald with it now on the far half wall. Strohak one-timer. Hits a skate. I believe it hit Kolarek before it ever reached the net. McGregor now out there on the penalty kill for Team Maroon. Lads with it shot. Stopped by Johnston. No rebound. 6:47 remaining. Don't see the time left on the penalty kill. But in the box remains Marcus Salug. Smith in the draw, looks like against Aduono. And Smith wins it too cleanly, gets past Liam Lads. And down the ice it'll go. Salug's still not up in the box. I don't see a penalty clock, so I'm not sure how much time is remaining on the power play. Salug now up. And that looks like it's going to do it for the Team White power play. Team White elects to dump it in. Smith going after it against Sturgeon. Sturgeon almost lost his footing. Johnston came out to play it. Gets by Lads. And now here's a 3-on, or almost a 3-on-1 for Giancola Aduono. And that would have been Elijah Chavez. As the puck gets flipped out to center ice. Team White's got it. Fired against the boards of their own bench. Lads plays it forward. It's turned over. And now Aduono across the blue line's got Giancola and Chavez with them. Turned over off a good stick there in the middle. That was Alexander Smith. Kadoran's past his man. Kadoran plays it in front. They score. Johnny Brooks off a gorgeous pass from Joe Kadoran. Walks around his man. Put it on a silver platter and nothing but net. 2-0 Team White. Joe Kadoran did the heavy lifting on that play and doubles Team White's lead off the stick of Johnny Brooks. Face off won by Zeichel. Hartnell now across the blue line. We'll just dump it in and around. It's gonna find Dylan Turcotte. Zeichel takes a bump in the corner. Robertson trying to help him out. Tanasi Marantet in that mix as well for Team Maroon. Comes around. Davis holds strong at the blue line, is able to hold it in. Down low, Thatcher versus Zeichel. Zeichel's got it. Played up top. Hartnell now to Davis. Davis shot takes a deflection to the left of the Team Maroon net. Crawford dumps his man. Robertson in behind the net. Zeichel plays up top. Hartnell's shot stopped by Johnston. Comes back to Davis at the blue line. He holds it in. Will dump it around back. Marantet there to pick it up. Played around to the near side corner. after the puck scrum was won. Kind of won by Team Maroon. Turned over Turcotte. Here's Hardin walking down Broadway. Wanted that shot past deflection. Didn't get the deflection. Shot, another save by Johnston. Far side and finally out. Team Maroon finally gets a breather after all that offensive pressure was held by Team White. Played forward and out, and now finally Maroon gets a change, and they needed it. Rayner, cross seam pass and a beauty shot there, saved. That came off the stick, I believe, of Faulkner. And now out comes Team Maroon. Levac will dump it in. Parrish was after it. Perot's got it to the blue line. Wanted the return pass, finally got it, but it hit the stick of Faulkner. Perot down low. Finds his man. Maroon's got a chance. It's Levac. He gets shoved into the corner, plays it around near side for Lutz. Never quite got to him, but Perot's got it. Tried to dump it back down low. Had a little bit of help from Parrish, but the puck comes out. And it's Partridge across the blue line. Partridge shot saved by Johnston. And he'll jump on the rebound. Nothing available for Team White to make it 3-0. Face-off coming to the right of Johnston. Fitzgerald versus Levac. Or pardon, Fitzgerald versus, that was McGregor was won by Fitzgerald. Both of them kind of having a bit of a scrum at the blue line. But out comes the puck. Soto wanted it in the middle. He'll deflect it in. No icing. McGregor's the first one after it to play it around to the near side corner. Chipped in front. Soto was there to pick it up. A Michigan attempt by Fitzgerald. Was close, but no cigar. May have went off the back side of the post. Another chance for Team White to try to extend their lead to 3. Soto elects to dump it down low. Has Fitzgerald there, and down goes, that's Caden Taylor. He got upended by Louis Sturgeon, and now Sturgeon's head to the box as Taylor will give him a bit of a stick there and some fine words. They're both going off now. So there's some choice words between those two after that little scrum. It looks like we're going to get a little bit of 4-on-4 action for the next couple minutes. It looks like Lads is out there with Short. Smith and Brooks for Team White, the goal scorer, or one of the two goal scorers for Team White. And for Team Maroon, face-off is won. They have McGregor out there with Marintet, Thatcher, and Kolarek. As Kolarik's got it across the blue line, looking for a shot, gets knocked down before it ever reaches the net, and back the other way comes Team White. Smith played it forward to the goal scorer, Brooks. Thatcher's gonna meet him. Brooks wins that puck battle, tried to slide a nice little slip pass to Smith and never quite got to him. Puck still in the corner. So Taylor got the penalty for holding. Puck is blown dead in the corner. Sturgeon got the penalty. I think it's set for a hook. A little too quiet, couldn't hear it from the box here at the PMC. Face-off won by Team White. Chance for Strohack. Played across to Ula. Ula with it. Still got it. Can't find a man to pass to. Ula still with it. Swings down low. Pressured there by Perot. Finds Kadoran. In behind the net. Chips it to the far side. Now back down low to Kadoran. Kadoran's got Strohack and Ula with him on D. Drop for Ula. Got Strohack the far side. Ula takes a shot. Little knuckle pop. Rebound there by Strohack. Was found by Levac in behind the net. And he'll play it forward. A return pass turned over. Kadoran all alone. Scores. Pardon me, that wasn't Kadoran. That was Eichel. 16 and 18. Both of them, or one has a bubble, one has a cage. But Eichel's on the board, makes it 3-0 White. I thought it was Joe Cadoran at first. Adam Levac makes a mistake exiting the defensive zone and puts it on a silver platter for Zeichel. Sebastian Zeichel on the board. It's 3-0 to Team White. Face off, won by Maroon. Still 4-on-4 for the time being. Looks like for another 20 seconds or so. Marentet's got it. He'll turn back to Caden Thatcher in behind his own net. Marentet will switch sides. So they're both on the strong side. Thatcher turns it over. Team Maroon's got to clean it up a little bit in their own end, but there's a turnover of their own. Chavez through center. Chavez shot stopped by Rye. The rebound wasn't available enough for a rebound shot. That was Aduono with the opportunity, but he couldn't do nothing with it. Forward it comes. Giancola will dump it in. Davis back to collect. Aduono in hard against him. Fired forward but not out. It was held in on by the stick of Marcus Salug. Near side it comes. It's Rayner through center and across the blue line. Rayner's got nobody with him. Sturgeon finally got the puck off him. Giancola across the red line. Tries to dump it in, just kind of slides off his stick, and a major league collision between Short and Giancola on the far side. Rayner's now got it again through center, has some help this time. Goes through the legs of Partridge. Nobody home on Team White to collect, so Team Maroon's out to center. Dox Tater trying to chase after it, but Lads is the first man to it. Lads fires it back down the other way, collected by Rayner. And that puck came out, was not held into the blue line. The referees will blow it dead, it's offside. Just 10 seconds remaining in our opening frame. Team White leads at a score of 3-0. Face-off won by Maroon. Stick of Sturgeon plays it forward. 6 seconds on the board. They fire it off the side of the post. 2 seconds, 1 second, chance for Salug, but it hops over his stick, and that's gonna do it for our opening frame. As we'll let the Zamboni do its thing for the next 15 minutes or so. We'll step aside. Don't go anywhere.
that whole scene with the guy with his YouTube.
Yeah.
That was the funniest thing I've seen in so long.
So when you can't see it, your winch is right in front
I
of you.
know, I'm sorry, I don't know what to do. I'll try to duck a little bit here. I don't know. First time ever doing it. Yeah, legit.
Back, Mike.
Yeah, I got this from
Okay, just
so, the camera.
Oh, he's in that.
So, and like big battery on this. Stuck with the loop. Like you can barely hear it over there. Yeah. And then you can't hear it over here. It's just like no I honestly have no idea on that. That's yeah, that might be a serious question. I'm not sure if you have it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't know. No, not in this.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back inside the Peterborough Memorial Center. Period number through two of our maroon and white game is about to get underway. On the ice right now, it looks like we have Brendan Faulkner for Team White. Looks like Liam Lads is out there starting. Perhaps Kate Taylor's out. It looks like Dylan Lee Stack will be coming in for Team Maroon to tend the net. No, he'll be coming in for Team White, pardon me, to tend the net. As it looks like Johnson will stay in the net for Team Maroon. So Easton Rye gets the old swap for period number 2. Looks like Fitzgerald is out there for Team White. Gensula, Sprohak. Oh, they got 6 guys on the ice, so we'll have to see. For Team Maroon, looks like Levac, Thoreau, and Parrish is out there. Can't see the other 2 on the far side. Looks like Yanis Lux will be out there for Team Maroon, and we're about ready to get underway, and we are back underway. Period number 2, Team White leads by a score of 3-0 after goals from Soto, Zykel, and Johnny Brooks. Team White has it in the corner, comes back to the point for short. Short shot deflected just wide of the Team Maroon net. Soto back after it. Had Fitzgerald in support. Taylor wasn't able to hold it in. Parrish plays it forward to Levac. Levac to Lutz. Lutz's shot off a stick up and out of play to the right of Lee Stack as Liam Lads crashed his own goal. He gave Lee Stack a little bit of a hug. 19:29 remaining in period number 2. Very offensive period number 1. Very forward heavy, goal scoring heavy, but all for one team. Team Maroon though, no slouches on the offensive end. They got guys like McGregor and Aduono, DiConzolo. I'm sure they're just itching to get going on the offensive front. Ula has it in his own corner. Lost it for a second, regains it, chips it by DiConzolo. A nice little nifty play by the Vermont commit across the blue line it comes. Shot there, stop, rebound, it's in the slot, turn, shot off the stick of Brendan Faulkner. Ula's got it again, his shot hits a leg, never quite reached the net, and chipped forward and out as Faulkner's after it. McGregor challenging him. Faulkner was able to outmuscle his man. DiConzolo with it now, dumps it in, stays onside. Kolarek in the offensive zone, thought it was offside. Comes all the way down the ice, here's a chance for Partridge. His shot stopped on the breakaway by Johnston. Huge hit in the corner by Brendan Faulkner. Lays out his man, that was Naz Marantet. Played forward as Giancola to DiConzolo. Back to Giancola, his shot fanned on it. And the Halliburton County Husky with it again, plays it to the point and out. Sulug couldn't hold it after a little bit of pressure from Johnny Brooks moving forward across the blue line, and it's offside. We will have a stoppage of play. Fedorin out there with Hartnell, Johnny Brooks, Nolan Davis, and Alexander Smith for Team White. Chavez with Aduono, Giancola. Oh, played in front, they score! A mishandle by Mason Johnston. And it looks like Joe Fedorin gets the favor of the misfortune. After a little misplay by Johnston behind his own net, gift wraps Fedorin a goal, and this time it was Fedorin, unlike the previous goal by Zykel. And I don't think Johnston can quite understand how that just happened, or accept that it just happened. But Fedorin with a big smile on the bench. Just got gift wrapped a goal, and it's 4-0 Team White. We expected it to be a little bit more even maybe, but there really hasn't been much offensive pressure for Team Maroon thus far. Sulug, top of the slot shot, saved by Lee Stack. One of his first saves since coming in for Easton Rye. Turcotte with it now, chips it over to Robertson, just hops over his stick. Four-man scrum in the corner, puck won by Team White. Hartnell at the point, shot deflected by Turcotte, straight down, not towards the net. Team Maroon is out, but they've turned it over to Robertson. And puck flipped up into the Team White bench. A catch and a beauty by by Ken Zula. Maybe played a little bit of baseball. A nice left-hand catch, and we'll have a stoppage of play on the near side of the neutral zone. Zykel wins it to Robertson, plays it in back the net. Far side it comes, Team Maroon turn it over again. Short with it again, plays it forward, deflected in by Robertson, past Perreault. Petrovsky's back to play it. Turcotte in after him, gives his man a bump. Perreault plays it to the far side. Picked up, chipped it forward, but no further. It's held in by Team White, centering pass. Didn't find anybody. It was a little bit of a fan on that pass, and it was knocked down by Johnston, and he elects to cover and frees the puck. 17 more miles remaining in period number 2. Team White leads at a score of 4-0. Goals come from Soto, Zykel, Johnny Brooks, and Joe Fedorin. 3 in the first period and just 1 so far in the second. And the neutral ice flipped in by Team White. Fitzgerald after it with Soto. Their offensive pressure turns the puck over, and they've got it now. Soto with it. If they play together during the season, that is going to be one dogged, determined line with killer forechecking ability. Puck flipped out into neutral ice. Parrish is going to have it for Team Maroon. Broken 2-on-1. Levac had it as Parrish goes crashing into Lee Stack, and the puck slides all the way down. They scored, and they're going to count the goal. Parrish slid into Lee Stack, and Lee Stack flipped. They shot it weakly onto the net. Lee Stack wasn't able to get up. So far, they've counted the goal. The referee on the ice signaled goal. The referees are meeting. I didn't even happen to see who shot the puck. I was worried about Lee Stack as he pretty much did a cartwheel in the net. As we got a man headed to the penalty box now, Sean Short, and no goal is the call, which in my opinion is the right call. But Sean Short's going to get a 2-minute penalty for tripping. And that would have been tripping Levac into Lee Stack. I was very surprised they called that a goal initially. I know it was his own man that kind of tripped him into him, but it being training camp, you'd think with the goalie getting interfered with whatsoever, that they would blow it dead, call it no goal, but they've changed their decision. It's no goal. The face-off is going to come to the right of Lee Stack. The referee just checking on the Team White netminder. Lee Stack giving him a nod, saying he's all good, but to the power play goes Team Maroon. Perreault's got it at the blue line now to Levac. Levac down low. Finds Lutz, centering pass, wanted Perot far side, pulled the trigger but missed. And Team White is able to get it out and kill some time. Petrovsky finds Lutz. Lutz over to Perot and still in his defensive zone. Now has Petrovsky. Petrovsky across the blue line. Nifty little play to get across and not turn the puck over, but Partridge was able to get it off his stick and fire it all the way down the ice to kill a little bit of time. Minute 20 remaining in the Team Maroon power play. Chip forward. Parrish coming through center with speed. Lutz has the puck to Levac. Levac steps across the blue line, drags his man down. But Zeichel is able to turn him back. Across the blue line it comes. Faulkner finds his man, and Team White will dump it all the way down the ice to the left of Johnston, who will play it for Maroon Tenen behind his own net. Kadoran wheeling behind his cage. That was McGregor wheeling behind his cage. Chips it into the corner and around. Back to the point, Maroon Tet to Thatcher. Thatcher, takes his shot. Lee Stack with a nice glove save. Rebound there for McGregor. Centers in front for DiCanzolo. Couldn't pull the trigger. Stick interfered with his shot there, and Zeichel gets it all the way down the ice. Team Maroon with another rush, another 20 seconds remaining on their power play. Probably one more offensive opportunity. Now it's Maroon Tet with a blast. Stopped by Lee Stack and fired down, and that will likely kill the remainder of the Maroon power play. Lee Stack slamming the ice, signaling the end of the power play. McGregor drop pass, found Kolarek, got spun around during his shot, missed wide, and now Kadoran is out. Across the red line has Brooks and Lads. Lads couldn't quite pick the puck up, and now it's a 2-on-1 for Team Maroon. Shot there, stopped by Lee Stack. And that was DiCanzolo as Ula takes a bump behind the play, and Ula is down. And we're gonna have the trainers go out and check on Ula. Seems to be okay, is up on one knee, is holding his face. As Ula has gotten up. Looks like his nose is bleeding a little bit, but seems to be okay. As we will resume play, we'll give you updates on Ula remaining on the bench just with a towel. He seems to be all right. Play resumes. And Team White with the advantage. Lads has it now, has Kadoran streaking up the ice with Johnny Brooks. No icing is the call, but it will get covered by Johnston. 14:05 to play in our middle stanza. Brooks out there with Short, Kadoran, and Smith, along with Liam Lads for Team White, as they're trying to extend the lead to 5. Puck flipped all the way out off the boards. Almost a very fortunate hop there for Team Maroon. Sean Short back to play it in his own end. Almost got cut off by Chavez and played forward to Brooks. Lost it in his feet. He'll dump it in. Smith and Kadoran in after it on the forecheck. Kadoran bumps Sturgeon. Centering pass shot goes off a stick up and out of play. 13:40 to go. Cardinal hops over the boards with Soto, Fitzgerald, Taylor, and Davis for Team White. Looks like Rui Ackers out there with Crawford, Moreau, Dox, Tater, and Petrovsky for Team Maroon. You could say advantage Team White on this shift. Shot on from Hartnell, steered to the right by Johnston. Puck scrum, about a 4 or 5 man scrum over on the far left side in the corner. And puck goes up. Hartnell wanted it called out of play, and he finally gets it. Referees made the decision. It was a little delayed, but it did hit the mesh. It was the right call. We'll have a stoppage of play and a face-off to the right of Mason Johnston. As we re-rack and get ready to go again, face-off advantage Maroon. Perot's got it. Fitzgerald in hard after him. Bruyacker's able to play it forward, but no further as it was turned over to Hartnell. And now picked up by Davis, who will fire it down the ice. I believe it got deflected in. Johnson tried to play it behind him. Had to be quick as he had Fitzgerald hard after him. Soto is able to get the puck off the stick of Ruyackers, and they'll dump it in. Puck played far side. Soto's got it again to the point. Now Hartnell. Hartnell, shot, save, rebound is there, they score. Colin Fitzgerald adds another one. It's 5-0, Team White. And just no response from Team Maroon thus far, offensively. Fitzgerald's on the board. It's 5-0 Team White. Ula out there once again, so nothing seriously wrong with him as he gets dragged down. And we're going to have a penalty. He hit the ice hard. Seems to be okay. Popped right back up. And tripping is the call on Adam Levac. So bad's gone to worse for Team Maroon, down 5-0. And now they're on the penalty kill. Zeichel's out there with Turcotte, Hartnell, Robertson, and Davis. Hartnell's got it. Back to Davis, who's quarterback this power play. His shot hits Robertson in the slot. Hartnell tries to play it around to Zeichel. 5-man scrum in the corner, won by Team Maroon, and they'll fire it down the ice to kill a little bit of time off the clock. About a minute and a half to go on the Team White power play, looking to extend their advantage to 6. Turcotte through center. Drops it off, shot, stopped by Johnson, the rebound there, another rebound, they score. Hartnell on the board. It's 6-0 Team White. From bad to worse to even worse. I believe the first goal by a defenseman for Team White in this game thus far. Makes it almost insurmountable at this point for Team Maroon, but they still have half a game to play. If Team White can score 6 in the first half of this one, Team Maroon, you never know, could answer right back. Slug against Brooks in the corner. Maroon plays it forward and out. Kadoran goes down off the stick of Kolarek behind the play. Comes back to the lads at the blue line. His blast hits a man and heads wide. Played forward, half wall and out. Good stick by Kolarek, who was tied up by Brooks, but was still able to get it forward enough and out. Short with it. Was pressured by McGregor, made a smart play to bounce it off the boards to the blue line. Stays in, says the referee. No offside is the call. As now we have basically a full line scrum. That's on the half wall there. 6 men in as play gets called dead. A little pushing and shoving after the play. .11:09 remaining in our middle period of play. Quite a good crowd out here for a Maroon and White game. I'm sure a lot of family here, and I'm sure a few family hopefuls. Maybe some players that were on the outside looking in at the start of camp that maybe have a bit of a better shot to make the team out of camp. We still have preseason to go after this, starting tomorrow. Centering pass in front, doesn't find any stick. Team Maroon is out. No icing is the call by the referee, as it did hit a man in neutral ice. Picked up by Partridge, played forward out of the reach of Faulkner, turned back the other way by Salug. Elected to be dumped in by Jane Cola. Centering and pass in front, couldn't find anybody. I believe it got stuck on the back of the net. That came off the stick of Aduono, wanted that centering pass. Partridge plays it to the far side for Rayner. Rayner has Faulkner, cross seam. Faulkner chips it in the middle for Hartnell. Back to Faulkner. Had Hartnell streaking to the net, finds Rayner his shot. Rebound, Faulkner's there. What a save by Johnston. Hartnell couldn't knock it home. And now Johnston's checking his straps on his helmet as that puck may have popped a clip or two on the dome. Seems to be okay. Soto had it in neutral ice. He elects to just chip it in. It was picked up by Perreault. Played forward to Ruyackers off the stick of Thatcher. Dox Tater now in against Strohack. Dox Tater goes down. Strohack's hard on him. Ula's got it. Plays it around back. Is now the referee at center ice. We have a penalty. It seems to be a roughing call. And it's going to come against Fitzgerald. A rare roughing call against Colin Fitzgerald. But it may give Team Maroon a little bit of life with 9:41 remaining in our middle frame. If Team Maroon can get a goal here, we'll have to see if maybe they can string together a couple. Although maybe it didn't result in a power play. What, 1, 2. It looked like they resumed 5-on-5, but no, there is 4 guys out there, so it is a Team Maroon power play for the time being. Got confused because Lee Stack is wearing a Team Maroon jersey as that one's chipped towards Lee Stack and he'll glove it. Got confused for a moment there. I thought Team Maroon was in the defensive zone due to Lee Stack's Maroon jersey. Before I realized, no, he's playing for Team White right now. Minute 32 remaining on Fitzgerald's penalty. Team White leads at a score of 6-0. Puck played back. Nice move there by Perreault to shake a man. Perreault now plays it down low. McGregor with it now to the point. Back to McGregor, the half wall. Has Kolarek at the point. Oh, elects for Perreault. Perreault takes a shot, goes out the stick of Robertson. Finds McGregor once again in the corner. Kolarek had troubles corralling that puck, but it found the twig of McGregor. McGregor has Petrovsky for across seam. He wanted him, but it's turned over. Team White back the other way. Turcotte centering pass for Robertson, just out of his reach. At a short-handed look, an opportunity to make it 7-0. Couldn't pot it home. 8:26 remains in the second period of the Maroon and White game. Perreault centering pass to DiConzolo, skips off his stick. Kolarek back to DiConzolo, nifty little pass in behind the net. Back to Kolarek. To the point it comes to Naz Marentet, back to Kolarek. Marentet wanted the one tee. Back to Marentet. His shot gets knocked down. I believe it hit the back of the leg of McGregor before it ever reached the net. And fired down the ice. Thatcher couldn't knock it down. Only 13 seconds remain on the Fitzgerald penalty. Forward and turned over. Here's Rayner. Shot stopped by Johnston. And he'll blow it dead. No time on the penalty clock. Fitzgerald will step out of the box. Team Maroon has once again failed to generate any offensive momentum. Down 6-0, you think maybe a power play at pretty much the exact halfway point of the game may be able to generate you a little bit of momentum, but no swing thus far. Face off to the right of Johnston. Advantage. Kind of draw it at the minute. Now Maroon's got it off the stick of Aduono. And he's got it again across the blue line, loses its handle. Aduono, who kind of dominated rookie camp earlier in the summer. Thatcher's got it, shot deflected by Giancola, a nice play. Skipped over on top of the crossbar. Scrum in the far corner. 4 now 5-man battle as Short joins the battle against Giancola. Chavez had a Marintet blast from the point, hit a stick. Played around back. And Team White all over that puck. And Johnny Brooks has it now through center. Brooks has Chavez and Smith. His shot right on. Sorry, pardon me, Cadoran and Smith was gloved by Johnston. And he'll elect to freeze play. 6:51 to go in period number 2. Face off to the right of Johnston's cage. Team White holds it in at the blue line after a little flipping puck threatened a zone exit, but it didn't get out. So Lugs now got it over in the far corner. Plays it forward and not out. It's held in. Shot there. Kind of skippered through the slot. No one was home. Rayner's now got it. He gets dragged down. No penalty forthcoming. Played back to the point. Now Faulkner's got it again. Blast from the half wall. Saved by Johnston. Skips into the corner. Another 3-man scrum in the corner ensues. Faulkner on the doorstep waiting for a free puck. None has come yet, and now it skips to Hartnell. His shot slides to the slot, was going to miss wide. It was poked into the corner by Johnson, and out comes Team Maroon. Through center was what I believe was McGregor, but it wasn't. It was Doxtator, pardon me. 15-16, hard to see when the man's moving so fast. Picked up behind his own net by Perreault. Perreault's got Levac on the far side. He found him. Levac centering pass. Oh, he missed through the crease. Yanis Lutz, wide open net, couldn't pot it. Lutz with it again. Gets poke checked. Puck held into the blue line by Parrish. He'll dump it around. Strohacks back to play it in his defensive end. Boards and out. Taylor's able to meet the man there at the half wall in front of the boards. Finds Davis. He dumps it in and around back. Johnston out to play it. Has to be careful. He came out and played it earlier and it costed his team a goal. Lutz has it. He dumps it in. A wide open opportunity for Lutz, I'm sure. He's kicking himself a little bit that he didn't pot that one to give Team Maroon a little bit of momentum. Finds Parrish. Back to Lutz. Has a man in front. Back to the point. Shot. Deflected wide. Thatcher plays it back down low to Levac. Levac has Parrish in front. A good stick by Lee Stack. Anticipated that pass. Team White's got on their own defensive end. Ula waits for his team to change. Fires it down the ice off the stick of Turcotte. DiConzolo's able to play it into the middle. Thatcher's there to retrieve. Finds Marintet. Forward it comes to Kolarek. Back to Marintet, and he'll dump it in. Lee Stack out to play it. Has Ganzula. Far side, skips over the stick. Well, that was of Strohawk. And Taylor's now got it. He's able to skate it out of his defensive end. Turned over, and here's a chance for Team Maroon. It's DiConzolo. Tries to dangle around his man. Shot saved by Lee Stack. The rebound. Nothing available. And Turcotte's got it with Robertson. Now a 3-on-2 the other way. Good stick by Thatcher. Is able to get it off his man. Puck slides into the corner. Offensive pressure negated for the moment. Marintet's got it. He spins and fires it back the other way to DiConzolo. To McGregor. McGregor tries to chip it into the middle to Kolarek. Gets stripped by Zeichel. Stretch pass, finds Turcotte. Far side, Zeichel. He gets dragged down by his man. Back to the point, it goes to Lads. Lads' shot stopped by Johnston. Into the corner it goes. Robertson with it. Pressuring him is Marcus Solug. To the point it goes. Short, his shot deflected off DiConzolo and off Johnston. Into the corner it goes. Play slowed down a little bit. Short at the point, shot easy, save. Into the crest of Johnson it goes, and now we've got a little bit of a pushing scrum, and both men are scrum, and both men are going to get sent to the penalty box here. I believe that was Brody Robertson that's going to get sent, and not even into the penalty box. It looks like they're getting sent. Oh, no, they're not. Just to the benches. Oh, no, they are getting sent to the box. Robertson's looking at the ref, and the ref shook his head like, yeah, you're going to the box. So Robertson's going to get 2, I assume, for roughing. And Team Maroon also getting a penalty. It's Caden Thatcher, I would assume, also for roughing, as they got into a little bit of a hoo-ha to the left of the net. Yeah, looks like 2 minutes either way. 2:50s left in our middle frame. Face off to the right of the Team Maroon cage. Maroon with control. Sturgeon plays it in around back to Perot. He turns back, takes a bit of a bump by Brooks. Team Maroon finally is able to get it out of their own defensive end, and they've got a 3-on-2, partial 3-on-2. Now they got to hurry. There's his shot. Rebound in the slot. What a save by Lee Stapp. Holy Mackinac, what a save. Brooks back the other way. Has his man streaking. It's Hartnell. Hartnell. He outskated Sturgeon to the net. It looked like it was going to be offside, but it wasn't. It was a nice pass by Brooks, but Hartnell couldn't corral the puck enough to pull the trigger. And now turned over, chance for Team White. Directly to the net. Johnston takes a bit of a bump. Puck stays out. Through center, Petrovsky's got it across the blue line. No trailer though. Petrovsky still with it. Ula hard on him. Into the corner goes Petrovsky. Centering pass. No one was home except Dylan Lee Stack. And he'll fire it off the glass and out of play. 1:48 to go in period number 2. Team White continues to lead at a score of 6-0. Kind of surprising with the roster that Team Maroon has that there's still a goose egg up on the scoreboard. Battling in the far corner. Played out. Giancola's got it for Team Maroon. It may be a 2-on-1. He has a man in the middle. His shot wanted the deflection in the middle. That was Dox Tater streaking towards the net, but it never came. Dox Tater's re-corralled it in neutral ice. Tries to step around his man, tries to step around against Ula, and Ula will just body him up. Ula board plays Dox Tater on the far side. Chipped forward and out, a nice stick by Zeichel. Across the blue line, it's Sturgeon. Finds Giancola. Wanted a man at the point, but Sturgeon wasn't quite there yet. Turned back the other way. Kadoran battling Levac as that puck was flipped up in the air. Kadoran's got it now. Trying to find a place to play it. Is able to find his man on the far side. That was Gensula. Strohack plays it forward to Faulkner. Both men out of the penalty box. We're back to even strength. Faulkner set front. His man shot right into the crest of Johnston. Stoppage of play. 30.4 to go in period number 2. Quite an eventful second period. More so for Team White, obviously, because they've added another hat trick in the second, just like they did in the first. 3 goals in the first, 3 goals in the second. Team Maroons looked a little bit more alive in the offensive zone, but still haven't been able to pot one past Team White's goalies. A shot there. Never reached the cage of Mason Johnson, and that one will just be off the boards and fired out. Liam Ladd's able to corral it for Team White. Played forward off the stick of Short. And Perot's back to reclaim for Team Maroon. Puck hopped on him there for a second. Faulkner hard on the forecheck after him. Fired forward to Lutz. Lutz had really the only good opportunity of the period for Team Maroon. Had a quite literal wide open net in the power play. Wasn't able to pot it home. But the horn sounds, and that'll end the second period of play. Another hat trick of goals here in the second for Team White. Puts them up at a score of 6-0. 12 minutes up on the clock to let the Zamboni do their thing. We'll step aside, don't go anywhere. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back inside the Peterborough Memorial Center. Period number 3 of the 2025 Maroon and White game, the final day of 2025 Pete's training camp. And one final period to prove to the coaching staff, management, that you deserve a spot on this team. At least for some of these guys. Some of these guys will still be here for preseason, and those will be their last chances to prove to the coaching staff that they're deserving of donning the maroon and white for opening night. Team White leads at a score of 6-0. Goals from Callan Hartnell, Johnny Brooks, Joe Cadoran, Sebastian Zeichel, Matthew Soto, and Colin Fitzgerald have Team White up at a score of 6-0. Easton Rye back in. He's now the goalie for Team Maroon, and opposing him is Dylan Lee Stack, and we are underway as they didn't reset the clock. So we're going to re-rack them at center ice. They didn't set it to period 3 yet. They still had the countdown from intermission. So they dropped the puck, hit play, and immediately the period stopped. Or the horn sounded and the period was over. Now we're underway, period number 3. Team Maroon with control, and they just dump it in all the way down the ice. Strohack back to get it for Team White, chips to the blue line. Soto almost took a bump from Petrovsky there, and there comes Caden Taylor. Taylor dropped pass to Ula, streaking in. Ula had a backhand opportunity but couldn't pull the trigger, just fanned on it. Glad to see Ula's okay. Took a bit of a bump in the second period, and now away through center comes Levac. His shot missed high and wide of Lee Stack. Shot right on, save, rebound. Fitzgerald's got it for Team White. So for those just tuning in, Lee Stack in Maroon is actually the Team White goaltender right now. And when the camera pans down to the other end, in white is Easton Rye, who's currently the Team Maroon goaltender. Confusing, not sure why we did it like this, but we're here. Lots with it now. Drop pass, shot saved, rebound, potted home. Yes, it is. They score. Francis Parrish finally has Team Maroon on the board. It's 6-1. Team Maroon's had a severe lack of offense throughout this game so far, and finally somebody answered the bell and ended Team White's reign of terror, you could call it, as Gensula and Caden Taylor are arguing some sort of case, perhaps a high stick in the corner. And they call it a goal, as we have about 10 Team White skaters on the ice, so we got to get this all figured out. Team White a little in shock that that goal is going to count, but Caden Taylor not happy with something, unsure of what this is at this time. But at the same time, they're up 6-1. Not a whole lot to complain about if you're Team White, as we're going to have a fight. And who's it going to be? It's going to be Caden Thatcher and Sean Short. Short goes right after Thatcher. And the Donnybrook has started. Short throwing rights, hits him in the back of the head, and Short definitely got the better of that fight. Thatcher goes down, and Short is nodding at the bench. A little tap of respect from both guys, just trying to make a name for themselves. And Short's going to head to the locker room. Thatcher just to the penalty box, and the ref's going to stop Short before he gets there. He said, no, you're just going to go sit for a 5. You're not getting kicked out. Respect to those two guys. Thatcher fought in camp last year against Tanasi Marintet. Not the longest Donnybrook we've seen here at camp, as the two guys are just discussing how the fight went. Clearly no bad blood between those two gentlemen. Clearly a bit of a gentleman's agreement on that one. As soon as the puck dropped, both of them took all their stuff off there ready to go. But now, moving on, Team Maroon with it now. Centering pass. McGregor didn't get all of it. Fanned on his one-timer chance after a great pass from DiConzolo. Found no one, and now here's a chance. A 2-on-1. McGregor and DiConzolo. Drop pass, shot, they score. Leon Kolerick's got Maroon on the board again. 18:45 to go in period number 2. Just a minute 15 in, and Maroon's got 2. And is the comeback on? I don't think the panic button has quite been hit yet for Team White, but Team Maroon has some life. After a 3-on-2 chance for DiConzolo, and McGregor goes haywire after a fan one-timer by Caden McGregor. Another opportunity, DiConzolo, McGregor on a 2-on-1. DiConzolo elects to drop pass to Kolerick, who lasers it over the right shoulder of Lee Stack. And it's a 4-goal game. Another quick one for Team Maroon. And we might have ourselves a bit of a contest here in the early goings of the third frame. Kadoran plays it around near side to Ula. Puck skips over his stick, and out comes Team Maroon again. It's another 3-on-2. It's Chavez with Aduano and Giacola centering pass. Hit the pad of Lee Stack, and out to center comes White. It's Ula. He stops, wanted to drop pass, but no one was there to drop to. Brooks plays it down low. Kadoran centering pass wanted Smith. Just slid past and back down low. Kadoran is there. Chipped forward, Giancola is there. He plays it forward, and we'll go for a line change as Smith will have it in his own defensive end as Team White finally gets it out. Robertson tries to play it forward, turns it over, and Ruyackers will be back all on his own to play it. Marin Tet trying to direct traffic here a little bit. Tanasi with it now. Hard on him, and there's going to be a penalty. Marin Tet turned it over, or almost turned it over, right onto the stick of Rhodey Robertson, and immediately took Robertson down. And Marin Tet's going to get 2 for tripping. As that kind of stunts the momentum shift towards team, or away from Team Maroon, I should say. Levac's got it now, and he'll fire it right down the ice. Nolan Davis actually had to kind of duck to get out of the way of that. That puck was a howitzer off the stick of Levac. Through center comes Hartnell. He elects to dump it in. Turcotte in after it. To the half wall it goes. It's Robertson. Turns it over to the stick of Levac. And Levac has it out for Team Maroon. Lee Stack plays it to the near wall. And now it's Turcotte through center. Across the blue line. Turcotte moves his way in. Chance for Ula right there. Backhand shot. No one was there. Stick breaks, a glove comes off. Now Team Maroon back the other way. Backhander save, rebound, they score! I believe it's Caden McGregor on the board. And yes, it is. McGregor got a step on his man. The first shot was saved by Lee Stack. The second opportunity, McGregor kind of just lobbed it over him. And a 6-goal lead just mere 3.5 minutes ago is now a 3-goal lead. And now this has become interesting. Puck fired down, Strohack's got it. Now Team White has to play damage control here a little bit. Now it's almost like they have to answer. They're up by 3, and it almost seems like they need a goal to just shift momentum back in their direction. Because right now the ice is tilted to the left. It's kind of crazy to think that being up by 6 and you're still kind of in a little bit of danger, but 3 quick Team Maroon goals to start the third. And now we've got ourselves a contest. Puck turned over there at the blue line. Parrish would have picked that up cleanly had his stick not fallen out of his hands. Now Parrish is after it. Strohack and is turned over, and Parrish gets knocked down by Caden Taylor. And now Parrish in a little bit of pain holding his right arm, and he's heading off the ice. and he's holding his right arm. And he seems to be in quite a bit of discomfort over there on the Team Maroon bench, as there's a penalty being called here in neutral ice, some head contact, and it's Taylor and Levac going at it. You wouldn't think those two would be going at it very much, considering those are teammates from last season. They're familiar with one another. But it looks like Taylor's being sent off for head contact, trying to plead his case. But the ref doesn't seem to care for Taylor's words. He's being sent to the box for 2 minutes. Like we mentioned, it was a 6-goal lead for Team White, now down to 3, and Maroon has a power play. So a chance for Team Maroon to cut the lead to 2 with 3/4 of the period left to play. Face off won by White. Faulkner plays it back to his man in the corner. Turned over. Puck flies up into the air, and it's picked up by Levac. Back to the point it goes. Petrovsky almost lost it. Now a chance for Maroon as Faulkner had to get out of the way of that puck as it hit a stick. Was heading right towards the side of his head. Faulkner's got it back. He's played it towards his own end to Lads, and Lads will fire it all the way down into Team Maroon end. Takes a good bounce for Petrovsky to just kind of control traffic here for a second. Puck played near side to Perreault. Perreault through center. McGregor on the ice with Lutz on this power play unit. Drop for Perreault. Spin move, and he got it taken off him by Faulkner, and Faulkner won't go any further than center ice. He'll just dump it down and go for a change. Get fresh legs. Now Johnny Brooks and Kieran Rayner out there on the Team White penalty kill. McGregor makes his move, tried to step around the net. Lee Stack put out his right pad. That puck hit a Team White member in front of the net. That being, I believe, Johnny Brooks. Lutz got it. Lutz takes a step around his man. Centering pass, chance. Now Perreault's got it. It was a chance for Petrovsky. He's got it again. Has Lutz far side. Petrovsky's shot may have caught a piece of the glove of Lee Stack. Half wall shot. Blocked in front by Ula. That's a stinger off the foot. Down low, Maroon still got it. 25 seconds to go on the Taylor infraction. To the face-off dot. Weak shot, maybe hit a stick. Slides around. Team Maroon still with control. Centering pass just off the stick of McGregor. Couldn't corral the puck. Petrovsky up top. Into the slot. Takes a funny hop and slides left of the net and out, and that will end the Caden Taylor penalty as he stepped out with about a second and a bit to go on the penalty. He's lucky the referees didn't see that. Turcotte, he'll dump it in. Naz Marintet also out of the penalty box. Played it behind their own net. Giancola has now got it. Tried to play it forward. Hit off Zeichel. Zeichel centering pass, knocked down by Giancola. Marintet off the glass, not out. Nolan Davis is there to meet it. His shot easily handled by the right blocker of Easton Rye. Back to the point shot. I don't believe that ever got to the net of Rye. Marintet and Zeichel kind of go at it there. Spins them around. Zeichel's still with it. 5-man scrum in behind the net. Dylan Turcotte's going to come up with the puck. Turcotte wanted a point pass to Davis, never got there. Puck in the slot, shot right on, stopped by Rye. As it goes off his left shoulder, and Sturgeon is going at it with Robertson. And some pushing and shoving here. Two guys that are trying to crack the roster are both going to get sent off the ice. And both are going to receive incidental roughing minors, I would assume. We'll just see what the calls are here as the referees are trying to. One of the referees is currently talking with Nate Oak. Paddy O'Connor as well in that conversation. Now just going to the other side and have a chat with Andrew Berner real quick. making sure everyone's on the same page and okay what's going on. And just seems like incidental roughing minors. Each are going to get 2 minutes. So we're still 5-on-5. For those wondering where Braden McCallum and Carson Cameron are, they're each coaching this game. Cameron on the Team Maroon side of things, McCallum Team White. Puck held into the blue line. And still not out. Lads now has it. He takes a shot, completely fans on it. Near corner, pressure, Kadoran bumps his man. Crawford off the puck. Around far side to Ruyackers. Ruyackers has Dox Tater streaking, has Crawford as a drop. Did drop it to Crawford, his first shot of the game. Easily handled as Crawford crashes hard into the end wall. Seems to be okay. Maybe a little off balance after his shot was handled by Lee Stack. Or perhaps he was shoved in by Joe Kadoran. I did not see that. Kadoran's not happy with the call. I didn't see exactly what happened. But Kadoran's in the box, I'm assuming, for contact with Matthew Crawford. That would make more sense. McGregor in the draw for Team Maroon as they've once again got a power play. Petrovsky with it now. Has Kolarek. Down low, wanted that centering pass. McGregor with it, wanted to Michigan. And McGregor now going at it in behind the net. That being against Ula. Ula not happy with McGregor. McGregor might have got Ula up high on that Michigan attempt. I don't think Ula was happy with what transpired on that occasion. As Team Maroon once again has control. Lutz drops it for Petrovsky. Petrovsky's got it forward. He's out there with Perot, McGregor. McGregor still got it. Kolarek as well. Plays it around near side for Kolarek. Down low is McGregor. Wanted Lutz or maybe Perot in the middle as the puck finally finds Lutz. Cross-seam passes Kolarek. His shot off the crossbar, up and out of play. As we have a player in a little bit of pain over in the far corner. And that would be Matthew Perot, as I think Ula went over to go check on him. Just gave him a little tap, same with Kieran Rayner. Seems to be okay, still skating around out there. Maybe just caught a stick a little too high for his liking. Face-off won by Team White. It'll kill a few seconds off the clock, but they haven't got it out quite yet. Shot on, save, rebound, not available. As Lee Stack will cover up, 10:58 remaining. We're not even halfway through period number 3, and Maroon has cut a 6-goal lead into a 3-goal lead. Score is 6-3 on the side of Team White. Face off, one Team Maroon shot, save Lee Stack. Chipped into the corner by Perot. Wanted to find Parrish, one of the goal scorers. In fact, the first goal scorer for Team Maroon. Wasn't able to find him. Parrish now has it. Played back to the points. DiConzolo. DiConzolo with it. Drops it over to Perot. Perot fans on his shot. Puck finds Levac though. Levac wanted a shot. He fans on it. Down low it comes to DiConzolo. DiConzolo's got Perot cross team. Lets to go to Petrovsky up front, or up top. Back to DiConzolo. Drops for Petrovsky. Takes it for a skate shot. Deflected in front. I believe that was off the stick of Levac. Tries to play it back to DiConzolo at the blue line, but he wasn't there to corral the puck. DiConzolo in his own end now through neutral ice across the blue line. Here comes Team Maroon. 5 seconds remaining on their power play. Tries to chip it back to the point. Has Petrovsky. Marintet has to drop to respect the man coming out of the penalty box, and that'll do it for the Team Maroon power play. 5-man scrum along the far wall. Fitzgerald with it. He plays it out to center. Couldn't find his intended target, Rayner. And now Team Maroon with it across the blue line. In and around the net. Back to Naz Marintet. Centering pass. Had Aduono. But it deflected off his stick into the corner. Pacey's got it once again. To the point it goes. Now to Naz Marintet. His shot got blocked by Matthew Soto. Puck slides in behind the cage. Centering pass in front, finds Maroon up top. Maroon shot, saved by Lee Stack off the glass. Still in play, Giancola's got it. He's looking for a man out in front. Finally gets muscled off of him. Short's got it. He's back out there after his little tussle with Caden Thatcher. Shot right on, saved by Lee Stack. 8:58 remaining in period number 3. Robertson and Sturgeon now out of the penalty box after their little roughing incidental. Face-off coming to the left of the cage of Dylan Lee Stack. 8:58 remaining in period number 3. Team Maroon trying to ride the high of 3 early goals to try to come back from a 6-goal deficit. Team White trying to play damage control, and they've kind of calmed things down here after that early barrage of goals from Team Maroon. No goals in the past 8 minutes or so, as Stroak almost turns it over in his own end. Robertson's got it now. Now it's turned over. Chance in front for Ruyackers. He couldn't corral the puck and pull the trigger, and Team White's got it down the other way. And down the ice, Eichel couldn't win the race, and it will be icing. So just a reminder for those confused, Easton Rye in a white jersey is currently the goalie for Team Maroon. And in maroon jersey, Dylan Lee Stack, the other goaltender, is the Team White goalie right now. Just due to the fact that we've only got 3 goalies available for this game. It was Lee Stack, Mason Johnston, and Easton Rye. Each player has played for both teams, I believe. Face-off advantage, Team White. Out to center and down the ice. It's going to be Maroon. Kadoran's going to be hard on him. These two familiar with one another, not only drafted in the same draft class, both played in the same league last year, in the Ontario Junior League, with Lindsay and Pickering respectively. Petrovsky plays it across the blue line. DiConzolo was there. Marintet knocks down Kadoran, but Smith will be back to play it. Smith on the breakaway, breaks it. What a save by Rye! For a moment I got confused that Smith was shooting on Rye, although I just explained why that was happening. Another chance for Smith. His shot stopped by Rye. A breakaway beauty by Smith would have completely changed the tides of the game. Maroon's hopeful to try to get back into it as a save by Lee Stack goes up and out of play. Smith almost ended those hopes right there, but Rye keeps his team in it. 7:21 remaining in our final period of play. Team White continues to lead at a score of 6-3. Levac is out there with Lutz and Parrish for Team Maroon. Their top line, arguably, trying to get Team Maroon, or trying to ride the high of those early goals to continue the barrage to try to come back in this one. That puck takes a funny hop, goes around back the net. Lutz is there to play it. Pulled things down for a sec, and it was skied out to center off the stick of Slug. Across the blue line, not offside, turned over, Hartnell's got it. One of the goal scorers for Team White goes off the foot of Faulkner, and that's going to be a delayed offside. As Sturgeon's got all the time in the world to find an outlet, and he does find an outlet. And now a partial 3-on-2, finds Lutz, his shot blocked by Fitzgerald. Bit of a stinger off the leg, but that was a dangerous opportunity for Lutz, and a shot the other way now. Didn't really challenge Rye as it went to his left into the corner. Slug's got it, and now Team Maroon's out. It's Parrish, finds Lutz. Across the blue line, steps around Taylor. A shot there, trickles into the corner. Lads will be there, has Soto streaking ahead of him. Now finds Soto, doesn't have help. Now has Lads crossing the blue line as Team White wanted a change. Hill left to dump it down low. Taylor's there, almost a centering pass for Lads. Now has it saved by Rye. Flips up into the corner. Another chance for Gerald. What a save, Easton Rye. And Rye stares down Colin after that one. giving them the old how do you do. And Rye keeps Team Maroon in this one. Face off one. Advantage now Maroon as they try to get it out of their defensive end so they can go play offense to try to cut the 3-goal deficit to a 2-goal deficit. They cut it from 6 to 3, but in the past 15 or 10 minutes or so, that offensive barrage has kind of stalled out a little bit. Team White's done a good job of damage control here in the third period. As I say that, it was almost the commentator's curse. Shot right on, misses just wide, net of Lee Stack. As he gave Aduono a little bump, a little whack as Aduono was coming by the net. Taylor through center with Soto. He's able to step around Perot. Turns back. There's a good stick there by Aduono. Center ice. Poke checked off him by Strohack. And Ula will dump it down the ice. Not quite far enough for icing, but just far enough where Perot is going to have to go in behind the safety of his own net, find a teammate. That was Petrovsky, and he'll get it to neutral ice. Team White will dump it back in. Zeichel will be there, the first man on it. Wins the race, loses an edge. Perot chips it over to Doxtator. Doxtator leaves it, turned over. Soto's with it again. Wanted Davis, but was cut off by Taylor. Soto down low. Taylor wants it up top. The one-time shot, easily handled by Rye. Over in the corner it goes. Now in behind the net, Taylor takes a high stick in the mouth, and that's going to be a penalty. And Taylor's okay. Gives it a little smirk. I think he sold that one a little bit. As Raiden Doxtator is going to head off, I believe, for high sticking. And Team White's power play unit will head back to work. 4:23 remaining. It's going to be a 2-minute penalty for Doxtator. Hartnell, one-time opportunity stopped by Rye. Rebound. There was none forthcoming. And they'll dump it all the way down the ice. That was played in the corner by Lee Stack. May have got lucky there. The referees didn't call that one. It was played it outside the trapezoid, unless maybe they're not worried about that penalty right now. Alexander Smith's got it across the blue line. Far side, chance, shot. Knocked down before it ever reached Rye. And Levac's out the other way, and he'll dump it down the ice. Team Maroon has 4 minutes to play with, although they're on the penalty kill right now, to try to get 3 goals to try to knot this game up and send it to overtime. Onto the stick of Smith across the blue line. His drop pass. He wanted Johnny Brooks, but never found him. Here comes Team Maroon the other way. It's McGregor. His shot almost found the far side. A stretching glove save by Lee Stack. Will freeze play. 30-35 remaining in period number 3. Face off to the left of Lee Stack. McGregor tried to tie up his man off the draw. Centering pass in front, never found a Maroon stick. And Team White's away a partial 2-on-1, maybe a 3-on-2. Turcotte dropped it to Zeichel. Now to Turcotte, his shot stopped by Rye. The rebound is still there. Turcotte still got it, wanted a centering pass to Robertson and never reached him. To Lads, has short on the far side. Drops it to Robertson, his shot high and wide. And Sturgeon was in behind the net, he'll play it. I think a piece came off the puck because there's just a little black dot sitting in behind the net. The puck might have partially broken, hitting the glass there, but no stoppage of play up to this point. Shot there, hits a man in front, never reaches the net. Turcotte with a centering pass for Robertson just out of his reach. It was picked up by Sturgeon, and he's able to slide it to center and negate the offensive pressure. Robertson's got it. Trying to step around his man into the corner it goes. Robertson's got it, takes a bit of a bump, but he's still with it. Now loses it. Puck gets to the blue line and no further. Ula with it. Dropped it for Lads. Down low it goes to Turcotte. Wanted Lads, but Solug was able to cut it off as Doxtator's ready to step out of the penalty box and make this even strength. Puck scrum in the near corner. Doxtator's out. We're back to even strength. 5-on-5 for the last 2:17. Chipped forward, and there goes Dockstader. Cuts in on Faulkner. Chips it forward to DiConzolo. Trying to deke around his man. He made something happen there. Rayner was able to give him a bump into the corner. It goes. Across the blue line, it's Partridge. Has Faulkner as a drop. Centering pass finds Rayner. Shot stopped by Rye. Rebound, nothing forthcoming. Minute 51 to go, and we will have a stoppage of play. A face-off coming in the Team White offensive zone. Face-off one, advantage Team Maroon. Played around to the near side where Strohack's battling with Giancola. He knocks his man down. Puck comes back in behind the net of Team Maroon. Played to the point, no further. It's Strohack. He found Ula. Ula plays it down low. Another chance for Team White. They shoot, they score. Brennan Faulkner, I think, has just iced it. I think it was out of reach before, but it's definitely out of reach now. Team White extends their lead back to 4. It's 7-3. They shouldn't have needed the insurance after being up 6-0 to start period number 3, but maybe that's just game effects. The losing team trying to get back into it gave Team White a little bit of a scare for the first 10 minutes. Team White was able to manage, do some damage control, and Brennan Faulkner has iced the game. The 7th different goal scorer for Team White in this one. The 9th or 10th different goal scorer of the game. Across the blue line. And dumped in deep. Maroon still with it. They're not going down without a fight, but with just a minute to go, they got a pot 4 past Lee Stack just to extend it to overtime. Sturgeon with it now. Team Maroon still with it. Huge forecheck by Team Maroon or Team White here. Played forward. Crawford found Ruyackers, and Ruyackers will chip it around Davis. He's all alone as Team Maroon went for a change. 40 seconds to go. Huge hit there. Brooks stepped into Lutz, and Brooks is shooken up a little bit. I don't think he was expecting a centering pass for Lutz, and Brooks is in a little bit of pain on his left arm. I think it was contact. That'll slide all the way down the ice for icing. That was contact that I don't think either one of them were expecting. Brooks definitely got the worst of it. Lutz popped right back up. Face-off coming to the left of Dylan Lee Stack. 24 seconds remaining in 2025 training camp. Shot on, saved by Lee Stack. And that'll go up and out of play for what potentially could be the last stoppage of this game. Face-off coming to the right of Lee Stack. Won by Maroon. Shot saved by Lee Stack off the stick of Lutz. 17 seconds to go. Lutz will play it back into his own end. Forward it comes, deflected by Levac. 10 seconds to play. Short will be there to play it. Chips it around. One final chance maybe for Maroon to get on the board with 2 seconds, and that's gonna ice it. Team White wins the 2025 Maroon and White game at a score of 7-3. After being up 6-0 to start the third period, Team Maroon answered back a little bit, gave Team White a little bit of a scare, cutting the deficit to 3, but Brendan Faulkner ices it with Team White's 7th goal of the game late in the third. And that was exciting. Pete's fans, I hope you enjoyed this one. It's just the start of things to come for what could be a very exciting 25-26 Peterborough Pete season. As the two teams are going to come together at center ice for one final handshake to put a bow on what has been a very exciting and I'm sure heavily anticipated training camp on what could be a very exciting 2025-26 season for this Peterborough Pete squad. I have been Cole McElwell. I thank you for watching. We can't wait to get going tomorrow night here at the PMC. For what's the first of 3 preseason games against the first one being against the Erie Otters. We're excited to get going here tomorrow night. And we hope you'll join us tomorrow night as we kick off the 2025 preseason. I've been Cole Mackwell. Thank you for watching. Take care, everybody.